What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Godspeed ZRZ. Now today I'm going to get straight to the point. As many of you have told me in the past, I do have some install videos for the straight pipe, and we went over many of the different configurations on this Rubicon 392 for its straight pipe. One thing many of you believe I haven't really went over is just the actual sound of the exhaust itself. So today we're going to go in depth. I'll give you a cold start, I'll give you the interior sound, I will give you the exterior sound as we drive by and do a couple rips. I just want to give you guys a real good idea and try to get some of the best clips I can of this actual exhaust for the straight pipe Rubicon 392. Driving through the neighborhood itself with all the windows rolled up, the back hatch is closed. It's really not that bad, really, at any time. Not bad at all for me. For some people it may be a little bit loud, but just here driving through the neighborhood, keeping it under 2,000 RPMs, right about 1,500 is the average before it shifts. Now if you do want to get the pops in, it's really simple. Keep it right at maybe 2,500, get it right at 2,500 RPMs. Right now we're in third gear. Let your foot off the gas. And you get all the pops. It does sound really good. I typically tend to put it in manual mode. Of course you can use the shifters up here. Pops and cracks. Now the paddle shifters, whenever you're driving slowly, have to actually shift pretty darn good. But who wants to use the paddle shifters whenever you're going slow? We won't accelerate too hard, but we'll do like a mild acceleration here. Bad at all from the inside. I did want to let you guys know I have dropped my merch, the first merch ever. I told you guys I would at 1,500 subscribers, and we went past that the other day. So I have the link attached. I'm going to drop it down below in the description. It's also in the description of the YouTube channel. You can just click see more, click it, and you'll see the shirt. And I'll actually show it to you right here. If you want to support the channel, go over there, check it out. It's my first try at any of this stuff, so it should go pretty smoothly, and I want to know what you guys think. This thing does sound good. And now I'll show you guys what it sounds like on the interstate. So the interstate's always a touchy subject for any Jeep just because of the aerodynamics, so the wind noise is bad all in of itself. But we're getting onto the on-ramp here. The wind is still almost as just giving it a little bit extra fuel whenever it doesn't need it. And whenever it burns up, obviously you'll get those small little backfires, which sound so good. Now I'm just going to put it in drive here. And you can hear those tires singing a little bit better too with the windows rolled down. But it's really not bad at all. I don't really notice it much anymore. Probably because I'm pretty used to having the mud tires on something. But back up, and now we're just cruising through town at about 45. And we're in 7th gear. I have noticed you hit 8th gear quite a bit more whenever you're just going through town, somewhere around 45 to, maybe 65. And it seems like it really wants, anytime you're going above 75, it really wants to stay in 7th gear just to have that power, which I don't mind. And what comes along with that is just a little bit more of an aggressive sound. Leaving it in drive, accelerating up to about 45 slowly. And now I'll put it in off-road plus mode. If you guys don't know, it holds your RPMs higher, increases your throttle sensitivity, and just makes it a little bit more in tune. So we'll press that, you'll hear the difference now. I'm in 7th, cruising at 34, and now I'm in 5th gear. Automatically, front camera comes on the way I have mine set up, and it holds the RPMs right there at about 2,000, and it gives you all that exhaust noise you want. Now your 4-wheel drive, it's engaged a little bit more aggressively now, so you definitely can feel that too. Stop sign here, we'll do a small acceleration in off-road plus. That way you can hear the difference. The shifts don't seem to be any faster or anything like that. It just holds that RPM a little bit higher for a little bit longer. Driving back into the subdivision here, 3rd gear, 2,500 RPMs. Gotta let them know you're here. Then you can just put it back in drive. Go cool, calm, and collected. Almost unnoticed unless they look at it or hear it. Comment, subscribe, let me know what you want to see next and what you think about the Rubicon 392. And until next time, guys.